Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Arrowhead. He'll get across the 5. That's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6.
Oh, and 18. What's that?
Stroud begins with a pass. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the 19 Texans.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. They'll go play action with Stroud. Out to his right. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Stroud. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
First down 10 at the 31-yard line.
19 Texans. Oh, hey. Wait, look the hot. Why Tony?
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A run here with the rookie from Washington. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
Oh, ready? Hey, south. Run.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball, but at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
30-yard line.
Fight on these two. What's that?
Drive will start on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 was that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
6-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's on the big man, Super Bowl champion Trey Smith. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Big play for KC. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a run on 1st down. And and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yellow. Hey, 50 cents. I've got Louie.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Yellow. 180.
Mahomes. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 34 yards. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
What's that? 118. What's up?
Stroud to throw. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
11. Hey, south.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Looking downfield. That's Musgrave, the tight end. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10, 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go. He's got space inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he will dive into the end zone. 88 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will up it to a 2-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, right. 18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
Managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Mahomes. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Warren. And he's going to be taken down right midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Moving to his right. Oh, trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Sanborn.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's that? Buggy.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard.
19 Texans. Don't worry. Look the hot. Tony.
To throw is Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
What's that? 18. What's that? Flash.
It'll be a short pickup. Down to the 22. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, Uno. Swap. Love a swap.
Here's Stroud. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense. But the window closed up so quickly, they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. Mike,
These are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Here comes second and 4.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Texans. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener. Seibert out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Dropping a nigga but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. It's used to being rich when your inside's poor. But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see sore. Life just slows you down. Your body gets acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up.
Yellow.
First down throw. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Hey, ribble it. 15.
Patrick to throw. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That's hard. And he's gonna be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 2 scores.
As routine as they may have made the end of that drive look, I can assure you, Mike, this is a situation they have been practicing since training camp. Get the ball to one of your playmakers, get yourself in scoring range, and steal 3 points before the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Set to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Yellow, yellow! I'm the blue lady! Color!
First and 10 for Mahomes. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Not fun here. Third and a lot.
Yellow! Right! Hero 15!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go. Tony.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and
18.
Stroud going to set up the throw. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Houston.
All right. 118. 19 seconds. 11.
To throw, it's Stroud. This one is caught by Reed. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
24-yard line.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Hey, south. Hey, one more.
Here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
All ready. 118. What's that?
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. Whoa! And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It is a big-time play for Houston. And even 30 yards.
First and goal, Houston.
All right. 118. What's that?
A run on first and goal. A short kick down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal.
On the quick, right? 118. What's up? Look at hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Houston.
Texans.
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Makes the score Texans 38, Chiefs 15. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. but he does set up the offense with first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Texans. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Cyber's extra point is true. And the Texans will add one more onto their big lead.
Boston Cyber set
After
to
the
kick off.
touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin
They're
there.
on the 25-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man is Royals. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
On second down, Mahomes. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, like, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Why, Tony?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jalen Knowles. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Makes the score, Texans.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Boston Seibert set to kick off.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Yellow.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs cut into the lead a little bit.
22. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
Now give on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
11.
On second down, Stroud. Forced out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's still on his feet. Nico Collins. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Houston. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
Will line up for the
18,
two-point conversion.
Uno. Hey, south.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Mix in, gonna try and run it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. After the touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Mahomes on first down. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. Oh, big hole left side. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit.
58, Chiefs 36. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
South. Yes.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 26. It's a pickup at 3. Brings up second and 7.
All right. 18. That's it.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and inches.
Third and inches.
Oh, 19 Texans. 18. That's it.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This is a play call I don't quite understand, Mike. Backed up on your side of the field, just convert on third down. Get a fresh set of downs, and then open up more opportunities to put the ball in the air. Now you bring up a fourth down decision deep in your own territory.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to look for the home run ball. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
It's another big play in a game that had its share. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Why Tony? Buggy.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Throwing on second down. Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right.
On play action. Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here we go.
Handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
All right. 118.
Here we go. One final play. They try to work the screen with Mixon.